the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. We go from Denver. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And no alley to be found. Coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And that's checked down to Gordon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Locke's throw taken in by Sutton. And they keep fighting through it. He's got space. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Denver. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw it is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Flush to his right. That's caught by Stevenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Room here to run, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Sanders has got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive. And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out. Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return is Spencer. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down? So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And running with power here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. so not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So their 2nd touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
On the return is Spencer. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're in his end zone. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
That's complete. Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. This is the tight end Fant. That catch good for only a couple. Locke off a play action. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now Locke again. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10. Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Check, 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 check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to work. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
On the return is Spencer. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Locke now on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Bills are going to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. You and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain there for the Bills.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, 14 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They go play action. Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Bridgewater now from the 50. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. Check three, check 3.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown.